Assalamu alaikum and very good morning everybody. Welcome to class 9 biology. Children, we are learning chapter number 13, why do we fall ill. So before going to start any new topic today, let's revise the topics which we had discussed now, which we had completed till now. So we are starting the revision. So in the beginning of the chapter, children, we had seen the two different aspects, or we can say the definition of two different words, and these words are related to this chapter, that is chapter number 13, right? So first of all, healthy. So what do you mean by healthy, or what is the definition of being healthy? So according to the WHO, that is World Health Organization, they say that healthy means a person should be well-being, not only physically, but it should be well-being with mentally also and socially also. So what do you mean by healthy? So according to WHO, it says that a person is mentally, or we can say should be, a person should be mentally, physically and socially well-being. That is called as a healthy person. So according to that, the second word is disease free. So first of all, what do you mean by disease, children? So disturbed ease, anything which disturbed our easiness, that is called as disease. So disease free means what? A person should be physically well-being. That is, there is no any kind of disease inside a person's body. That is called as disease free. So we can say a disease healthy person, disease free person, but we can not say a disease free person, a healthy person, right? So these are the two aspects that should be clear to everybody, that is healthy and disease free. Okay. After that, children, we had learned about the different factors which are responsible for the personal health as well as community health. So which are the different factors which are affect personal health also, as well as they are affecting community health also? In that, number one is social environment, the environment in which we are living, or the area in which we are living, that affect on our personal health as well as community health also. Second thing is public cleanliness, that as we had already discussed in our previous video, children, that the garbage from our home, the sewage from our home will be properly disposed of. If they are not properly disposed of, then they will make the cause of they will make the reason for causes of the diseases. The third one is good economic condition. Why it is so? Because to being healthy we need nutritious food, and for nutritious food we have to buy them. So good jobs, good opportunities, good economic conditions are very responsible. They are affecting personal health as well as community health also. And the fourth is social equality and harmony, that we should have to maintain good relations with everyone, with our relatives, with our neighbors, with our friends. These are the factors which affect personal health as well as they affect the community health also. After that, we had seen the types of diseases, that according to the period of time, there are two types of diseases which are known as acute diseases and chronic diseases. Acute diseases are the short period diseases, or they remain for very short period of time inside the patient's body. For example, common cold, cough. These are the diseases which have very short period of time inside our body, so they do not harm our body so much. Beside that, chronic diseases are the long-term diseases. Either they remain for very long period of time, or they remain for lifetime in patient body. Example, tuberculosis, cancer, etc. So a patient or a person, those who has chronic diseases, definitely its health become poor, because chronic diseases are long term diseases, long period time diseases. So as they are remaining for long period of time inside a body, they will damage the patient or person's tissues or organs badly. So those persons, those who are suffering or those who were suffering from chronic diseases, their health becomes very much poor. After that, we had seen the topic causes of diseases, that who cause diseases. In causes of diseases, we had seen two causes. One is primary cause and second is contributory cause. The first one is primary cause. Primary causes are also called as immediate causes, as these causes are caused by the, or we can say the diseases which are caused by the microorganisms. The diseases which are caused by the microorganisms, they are called as primary causes, as well as they are called as immediate causes. And secondary causes, or we can say the contributory causes, that the diseases which are not caused by the microorganisms but due to the organ failure, for example diabetes, or we can say due to the genetic disorder, that the diseases which are passing from the parents to offspring, also the hormonal imbalance, and sometimes few of the diseases are also occur due to the lack of the nutrition, that is the lack of particular vitamin, that is deficiency of vitamin C, deficiency of vitamin D. These all are the called as the secondary cause diseases, whereas the primary cause diseases having the all diseases which are caused by the microorganisms, for example bacteria, virus, fungus, etc. After that, we had seen the topic that is infectious diseases and non-infectious diseases. So what do you mean by infectious diseases? All the diseases which are caused by the microorganisms, they are called as infectious diseases, or they are also called as communicable diseases, because they spread from one person to another person. And non-infectious diseases cannot spread from one person to another person, and they are also not caused by the pathogens like microorganisms.